The Courtney Show.
We're discussing, trying to figure out how old we all are going to be. You get to a point, unless it's like a big one, like a,
Yeah.
you know.
Who cares?
The big ones. You forget. Because today is a very special day for my special man.
Oh, really? In that topic?
Yes.
And is it an important one?
No.
Or just
No,
just
I
one of them?
had to figure out how old he is. And then I told Tim how old I'm going to be in October, and he's like, what? I know, it's a crazy number.
I feel like you
Just turned.
turned that other
Uh-huh.
number the other
Yeah.
day.
It was not the
Well,
other day.
People ask me, and I always tell them the wrong number. They're going to think I'm like lying on your behalf.
No, I'm real old, people. But yeah, so Nick and I have big things planned tonight.
You and Greg the same age?
Same exact age. And when's his day?
Oh, you know when it is.
Is it October too? He's near me, isn't he?
Not his.
I
was,
feel like he is, yes.
I think he's right
We've had this discussion.
close to me.
Yep.
I'm curious. You should know this.
Mm-hmm.
I know when yours is.
Good text coming in, or?
No, but I did want to talk about age birth order.
Oh, sure.
We're all different on this. No, you and Tim are the same.
Yes.
Number
Tim and I
ones.
are-
You and Tim, you guys are
Everyone
oldest.
thinks Chris is older than me, by the way.
They do?
Why?
Yeah. Most people in this office do.
No, you're the leader.
You're okay with
You're
that,
the leader
right?
of the convies.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's because he dresses more mature than I do.
You think?
He does?
Yeah, and
Well, I
yeah,
mean,
I think that's why. And maybe because he was here first.
maybe.
I don't know.
Well, I'm going to tell you something that's interesting. And I'm the baby. Chris is in the middle. Not really even
Second
the middle.
of four, yeah.
They did. Google just released the top questions people ask about birth order, and the first one about oldest is, why is the oldest child the shortest? Is that something? Is that something that
I don't think so.
my sister is the shortest in our family?
Really?
In the three of us.
My dad is not the shortest, and there's 5 of them.
Okay, well, that's the first. That's the biggest Googled question about the oldest. The next is, why does the oldest child get blamed for everything?
Oh, well, you're more strict with the oldest, so
Always.
yeah, they might get blamed for they get in trouble more than the others.
Why is being the oldest so hard? Because you get blamed for everything.
Well, because your parents are just figuring it out.
They've
You're
got-
the test kid.
you are, and they've got all eyes on you.
Yeah.
Once
After that,
once-
it gets easier.
Once they're, to me, the third, they're tired.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
They are
That's
not-
why That's why Augie ends up shirtless running around in the neighborhood.
Yeah, that's right.
I was like, who cares?
Like a little woods boy.
What's gonna happen?
The middle child, biggest questions. Why is the middle child always hated?
It's
Well,
harsh.
they think they're hated.
I think that's a stereotype, don't you think?
Yeah, it's an attention thing.
Why is the middle child always forgotten? And why is the middle child always left out? It's because the first child comes along, all the pictures and the celebrations.
Changes your life, yeah.
It's this thing. And then by the time the middle child happens,
There's a big drop off.
there's 2 children in the mix.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the difference between 2 and 3, and 3 and 4, like I don't think it's as dramatic as number 1 to number 2, because that first child, you're just doing everything.
Yes.
You're having all the parties and all the stuff, and
You're
then by the
celebrating
second one,
all
you're
the
like-
big moments.
And then the second one, you're like, wait, we got to do this for 2 of them?
Yeah.
And the baby's
No.
always going to get attention because it's
The youngest.
The baby probably needs the most. And in some cases, you're aware that you're doing all these things for the last time.
Yes, I think you're right.
Yeah.
There's probably a little uptick at the end.
Yeah, the big questions for the baby, the youngest. Why is the youngest child the favorite? Why is the youngest child always spoiled? And why does the youngest child get away with everything?
I think we answered all those.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
I got away with a lot because by the time that I came along, if I got grounded, they did not hold on
It
to
didn't
that.
stick.
No.
It's a lot of work to punish kids.
Yes.
Everybody thinks it's easy. Like, no, then you got to follow through on that. You got to make sure that they're not watching TV or whatever it is you've taken away from them.
And then they did only children. The biggest questions on Google. Why are only children so sensitive? And why are only children spoiled?
It's
there was
just
a
as
weird
if that,
one, too.
It's as if that number one never goes away. Everything's focused on the one kid, and then you never get distracted by the second kid. It's too much attention on one kid. I always say the best thing you can do as a parent, in my opinion, is have a second kid, because it gives you
Much like cats.
Well, yeah, maybe cats too. But it gives you clarity. You realize, like, oh, this one's different than that one, and I haven't done anything different. Like, I'm not responsible for their good things and bad things. Like, each one of them kind of comes pre-programmed. Like, there's stuff that I can screw up, obviously, as a parent, but there's also just,
it's innate.
like sleep patterns. Aaron didn't sleep great. He was not a good sleeper. Owen comes along, just slept perfect. We called him the Big Easy. We're like, what do we do different? Nothing. Each model of kid is different, but until it's your children, you just don't believe it.
Yeah.
You're like, no, he's different. You don't understand. Like, no, he's not.
Anything else you want to add?
By the time I have my sixth, I think
Are you done?
You've got to be getting into that now, because the new guy's been around long enough where you're like, boy, he can sleeps
totally
different, or
yes,
he's a better eater than, it's like, we're not doing anything different.
So many people hit us so hard with that, though, that I was sort of accepting of it, and then yes, it has just proved that just how different Jack is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How many more?
For us, whatever we're called to do.
Are you entering the mission?
I don't know. People always say that.
I'm just kidding. It's like people saying,
People have too many kids. Always are like, we just
We felt the need.
yeah.
All right.
It's a great question, Courtney, and I would love to know the answer.
Really wanted to put you on the
I
spot
don't think
there.
you get a choice.
We're called to do. You're going to give us a rundown of all the incredible things that are happening in St.
So
Louis
much.
this
It's
weekend.
not a ton. So quick preview. If you guys have anything this week, don't be like, so-and-so's at the pageant. Like, I know. But if there's something off the beaten path this weekend, share it now.
Yeah, text
on the
us.
text line, because there's not a ton of stuff.
I can handle those if you want.
That'd be great. 314-669-4665.